As human beings, we use signs and symbols to communicate with each other through language, gestures and actions, like giving a gift, a hug, or a wedding ring. These communicate something important between two people or a family. They often signify a relationship. The same may be said of our relationship with God. Over the years, meaningful signs and symbols have come to occupy a key place in the Church that remind us of the history, teachings and traditions passed down to us as followers of Jesus. Like the dove with the olive leaf was a sign of God's forgiveness and peace. The signs and symbols used within the Catholic liturgy go beyond words. They provide us with a great opportunity for reflection and help to materialize the spiritual realities that we can experience. These simple elements of everyday life invite us to reflect on the mystery of our faith, God acting in our lives. Signs are usually tangible objects that point to another reality, things that we can understand, for example, traffic lights. The colors tell us what to do. They point to something that is widely understood and usually unmistakable. A Christian sign points beyond itself to a spiritual reality we cannot fully comprehend or perceive. Signs are a means of grace pointing us to an experience of God. They are reverent gestures such as a genuflection, bowing and kneeling. In the liturgy and in all sacraments, simple elements from life are brought forward and made sacred. Light, water, clothing, oil, hands, bread and wine. They are transformed from ordinary objects into the gift of God's grace and presence with us. And we too are transformed into images of Christ. In the Gospels, Jesus refers to his miracles as signs. There are signs on sacred vessels and in religious art. These point us to the sacred, to God. Symbols, on the other hand, may have layered meanings. They are closely connected to a particular culture. Like the crucifix in a Catholic home is a symbol of Jesus' passion and death. The sign of the cross is symbolic as a badge of faith that identifies us as Christians and as a confirmation of our belief in the triune God. Symbol comes from a Greek word that means to bring together. Symbols convey meanings in what they represent, and they point beyond their own existence. They help us to deepen our faith and shape our prayer. They bridge the material and spiritual worlds and reveal truths about God. The Catechism of the Catholic Church tells us that a sacramental celebration or liturgy is woven from signs and symbols. Using signs perceptible to the senses, our sanctification is symbolized. The visible signs which the sacred liturgy uses to signify invisible divine things have been chosen by Christ or by the Church. So when the Church prays or sings or acts, the faith of those taking part is nourished and their minds are raised to God so that they may offer their spiritual homage and receive His grace more abundantly. Because we are not pure spirit, but body and soul, the use of signs and symbols appeals to the mind through our physical senses. It is a yearning to express the faith that cannot be put into words, thus integrating both the material and spiritual in an act of worship and reverence towards God.